Season 2, Episode 7 of Paradise is just around the corner, and as we approach what is shaping up to be the penultimate episode of this thrilling season, the tension is higher than ever. Before we dive deep into the theories and predictions for this upcoming episode, and this video will contain spoilers, so if you haven't caught up yet, pause now and come back after you've seen Episode 6. In the previous episode, the story focused heavily on Jane, revealing her intricate backstory and giving us a glimpse into the pivotal role she is destined to play in the future, especially with the mysterious message Alex sent to Dawn in 1997, a plot point that hints at events unfolding across time and the consequences that Jane's actions may have in shaping what's to come. The foundations laid in this episode create the perfect launching pad for exploring the darker paths Jane might traverse. And as we reflect on Season 1, Episode 7, the highest-rated episode in the show's history with its intense sequences involving Link entering the bunker, Jeremy attempting to cut off the oxygen to force the doors open, and Xavier discovering Gary's betrayal, the anticipation is palpable that Season 2, Episode 7 will follow in similar footsteps, amplifying suspense and emotional intensity. One of the central theories revolves around Jane and her complex relationships with mother figures, which has been a recurring theme throughout her storyline. Jane's childhood was marked by neglect and absence, her mother failing to provide the care or guidance she needed. Compounded by the haunting message from Dawn just days after her birth, labeling her as a killer and implying she could be stopped at the right time, a psychological burden that has shaped her every decision since. During her CIA training, this void was temporarily filled by Stacy, who acted as a mentor and substitute maternal figure. However, Jane's unfiltered loyalty and extreme actions, such as attacking Radner in Stacy's honor when Stacy was passed over for a promotion, led to Stacy pulling away, realizing Jane was a threat, setting a precedent for Jane's patterns of attachment and destruction. In the current arc, Sinatra has assumed the maternal role Jane craves, offering affection, attention, and even symbolic gifts such as a Nintendo Switch, an attempt to ground Jane emotionally and give her a sense of belonging she's never experienced. Yet, as Sinatra gains a loyal servant and what she perceives as a daughter in Jane, she simultaneously risks the safety of her biological daughter, Hadley, who recently discovered through Presley that her mother is not who she thought she was, a revelation that positions Hadley directly in the potential crosshairs of Jane's misguided devotion. The narrative teases that Jane may attempt an action meant to impress Sinatra, but with devastating consequences, echoing past events with Stacy and creating a chilling scenario where Jane could repeat history, potentially killing Hadley and fulfilling the darkest foreshadowing of her journey. Layered within this storyline is the enigmatic Project Alex and the time travel adjacent mechanism by which messages are sent to the past, as seen with Alex's communications to Dawn in 1997 via email, text, pager, and instant message. While not actual time travel, these messages serve as warnings. Within this framework, we also observe the strategic deployment of minor characters such as Bean, whose observations and decisions could influence pivotal outcomes, acting as catalysts for plot advancement, while highlighting the interconnectedness of character choices and their consequences. The combination of personal vendettas, emotional manipulations, and survival imperatives creates a layered narrative where each character's action carries amplified significance, setting the stage for explosive plot developments and morally complex confrontations. In addition, the psychological undercurrents that define Jane's potential actions, combined with Sinatra's manipulative guidance and the structural pressures of the impending militia assault, ensure that the episode's tension is sustained across multiple narrative axes, allowing for suspense, intrigue, and emotional investment to peak in alignment with series-long arcs. The potential for Jane to harm Hadley, intentionally or inadvertently, mirrors previous narrative patterns while introducing a heightened sense of danger, demonstrating the series' commitment to character-driven suspense intertwined with strategic plot mechanics, all underscored by the specter of Project Alex's time-adjacent interventions. Simultaneously, the ongoing exploration of familial bonds, surrogate relationships, and the consequences of emotional neglect continues to provide depth, nuance, and complexity, ensuring that the audience remains engaged not only with the external action, but also with the internal psychological stakes that drive character decisions. The narrative also cleverly manipulates timing.
Guidance allowing characters to intervene or adjust their actions to mitigate future tragedies, a plot device that might explain the preventative motivations behind certain actions, such as saving Dylan from illness or attempting to avert Jane's eventual lethal behavior. Sinatra's potential use of Project Alex may also reflect a larger ambition. She has recognized that physical shelters like the safety bunker are insufficient for preserving humanity, and that altering decisions across time may be the only viable path to prevent widespread catastrophe, a concept that introduces philosophical and ethical dimensions to her character as she manipulates time-adjacent events for what she perceives as the greater good. In parallel, the dynamics between Xavier, Terry, Gary, and Bean intensify. Gary's betrayal and attempt to eliminate Xavier with explosives set up a tense reunion scenario where Terry is revealed to have sought refuge in the train community, likely following crucial information that Bean overheard regarding the train to Colorado. This information could enable Terry and Xavier to navigate towards safety, leveraging the delayed train and revealing the intricate timing discrepancies within the narrative, such as the possible 2-day difference between events unfolding in the bunker versus the train community. Additionally, Annie's baby being left in the care of Gary's friends adds another layer of conflict, as Xavier may be forced to take drastic measures against Gary, further escalating stakes and providing the narrative tension that characterizes the penultimate episodes of the series. The show also hints at a coming confrontation.
Environmental and technological elements, such as delayed trains, bunker mechanisms, and Project Alex communications, to craft a multi-dimensional experience where suspense is both thematic and logistical, creating layers of tension that keep viewers guessing about what will happen next, who will survive, and how past actions influence present outcomes. As the penultimate episode, Season 2, Episode 7 is designed to push every character to their limits, forcing moral, emotional, and tactical decisions that will resonate through the remainder of the series, setting up not just immediate confrontations, but long-term ramifications for the world of Paradise, its inhabitants, and the relationships that define them. With the careful weaving of Jane's dark path, Sinatra's manipulative influence, Project Alex's mysterious temporal communications, Xavier and Terry's strategic reunification, Gary's potential downfall, Annie's baby as a catalyst for conflict, and the imminent storming of the bunker, the narrative architecture ensures sustained engagement, suspense, and dramatic tension. Every choice, every revelation, and every action carries weight, creating a domino effect that heightens the stakes, challenges assumptions, and keeps the audience invested in the unfolding of the events. Ultimately, the combination of psychological depth, narrative complexity, thematic resonance, and character-driven suspense culminates in a single, cohesive episode that promises not just action and drama, but also meaningful exploration of character motivations, emotional voids, and the consequences of wielding power, whether over people, situations, or even time itself, making Season 2, Episode 7 of Paradise an unmissable chapter in the ongoing saga, a masterclass in building tension, and a testament to the intricate storytelling that has captivated audiences since the show's inception, leaving fans eagerly speculating, theorizing, and emotionally invested in what comes next. A suspense-filled journey that will test loyalties, challenge morality, and confront viewers with the dark potential that lies within the choices of those we thought we knew, ensuring that every second of the episode is charged with meaning, suspense, and dramatic payoff, ultimately shaping the course of Paradise in ways both expected and shocking, keeping